Storytime 19. Alright, so when I was in ninth grade, for my very last class period of the day, it was agricultural science. And this was a first year teacher. And I'm one of the reasons why she had a psychological meltdown in the classroom. And I think the last day of school, she walked out of the school and never came back. Now, I'm going to be very, very honest with you because that was not my intention. Yes, I am a very, very, very eccentric, we'll say, ninth grader. I was the ninth grader that found Naruto before anyone else in the school and decided that I was going to wear the ninja headband and the arm pieces too. That was me. I did the Naruto one once across the hallway and realized, this is stupid. Doesn't make me run any faster. In fact, hinders everything I do. Well, a few videos ago, I was like, I would always read manga. Yeah, that's what I was reading in class. I pretty much would get all my work done and then I'd read books. No other teacher had a problem with me doing this except her. She decided out of a class of, I believe there was over 30 students in this classroom. Now everyone's got their MP3 players, CD players, whatnot, electronics. They are doing their own thing, not even doing the work. But bitch, let me tell you, reading a book is the most horrible thing in the whole wide world. Let me tell you. How dare I do reading of any sort? Excuse me. So she takes my books daily. And at one point, I just snap at her. She wasn't going to take my shit anymore. And I was like, you're not taking. This time it was my Game Boy Color. She could have taken because it was an electronic. I told her no. And she was like, well, you're going to in-house school suspension. I was like, I don't think so. I'm just going to leave. So, bitch, I walk out of class and the bell fucking rings for the end of the day. Bitch! Like, why? I thought I had done something super bad. And I walk out of class at the end of the class, like, bell rings and I'm not in trouble. Next day, I'm not even in trouble. She's like, you know what you did was very bad. I was like, you singling me out is really bad. So I don't see the problem. Bitch, I saw the problem. I did not think that anyone was going to, call my bluff, and she didn't. But I rolled a 20. The year went on, and close to the end of the school year, no, I'm getting ahead of myself. We did everything shenanigans wise. We had DDR downloaded onto the computer. We had Gaia online playing on the computers. We did most of us did our work. Some of I'm still trying to figure out how the guy who made an 11 in the class, what did he do? Like you got 50 points for putting your name on the paper. So you didn't even put a name on the paper. So well well last day of close to the last days of school, my foster's home for imaginary friends was out, and that one episode where cheese was introduced, and he would just go, I like chocolate milk, or I like potatoes, or I like cereal. I had my class literally choose whether or not they wanted to say those three phrases, and that's all they would say all class period. And she was like, she just she was fine for a moment, and then she like got super angry and like she went ah, and she like just walked out the classroom. Nowhere to be seen anymore. Not dealing with it. She was like done with this job. Fuck this place. Fuck all of this. Bye. So that's how my agricultural science teacher got replaced for the next 2 years that I took any sort of horticulture, things like that. Yeah. Anyone had nicknames during high school? I did. My ninth grade year, I was Tot for Tater Tot. My friend was Timmy, not for the same reason. His name is Darrell, and I fucked up his name so hardcore that his name is Timmy to this day. I'm sorry. But he took it. That was his nickname. Everyone started calling him Timmy because I fucked up. I'm sorry. Also, do you know those nerdy kids at lunch that usually play the card games? Yeah, that was me. Um, Back when Yu-Gi-Oh cards was a big thing in the school I went to. I didn't have a real deck. I had everyone's throwaway cards, but bitch, I could play. I could throw down. Not one of y'all told me that you're not supposed to like be like the Yu-Gi-Oh TV show, be over dramatic and everything. I thought that was part of the game. So I was over dramatic the whole time. I choose. Ugh! And I was like super proud about it. Like, and for months, everyone let me do this until like my friend was like, "Yo, what are you doing?" I was like, "I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh. What are you doing?" And I continue like being over dramatic. He's like, "You don't have to be like the TV show. You know that, right?" And I looked at him like, "What? Y'all let me do this like all like most of the school year, and that wasn't how you were supposed to do it." Yeah, my nerdy antics. I've got one more story that I think y'all will appreciate. I used to play Extreme Tag, ninth grade year. Extreme Tag. And we got really into this stupid game of tag. Like, it was time out during class periods that weren't, like, cool. Time in when it was, like, in between classes. We got really into this stupid game of tag. I didn't want to get tagged this one time. I just didn't want. I was like, "You're not tagging me. I'm not being it for most of the day." I said, "Fuck it." Now, we had like some of the classrooms like had windows to the commons area of the schools. Well, the school. I run like I'm like running because I don't want anyone to like I am not getting like tagged this time. Bitch, I dive into a classroom and I roll. I thought it was an empty classroom and it was a teacher having my science teacher having class, and I was like, and she was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I didn't want to get tagged." That's all I can say. And she was like, "April, this is ridiculous." I was like, "So if I ask, can I hide in your classroom for a little bit? Would that be too much?" And she's like, "Yes, that would be too much. I need you out of my classroom. I'm not having any of that. You're disrupting their learning." So my ass gets up, dusts myself off, go into front of class. "I'm very sorry for interrupting your learning." And then my friends literally come to the window. "I can't believe she jumped." And I like dash. I was like, "Excuse me, bye." And yeah, I dived into like a window, like dove into it and rolled. I could have died. There was, as clumsy as I am, most of you know, that was a one-time thing. There was no way that was ever happening again, and I took it, and that was a good story, bro. High school was really wilding for me. I'm going to do a little bit more stories about high school for a little bit, so stay tuned for more. I think I'm going to call this 19 and 20, even though it was a few stories at once. Thanks, guys. Stay tuned for more. Bye.